What's going on, you bunch of degenerates in the chat? Yeah, I see you already. I see how many of you degenerates are already chilling around, skulking around in the chat. But I told you guys, and I'll give you guys a little quick update here on Mama Wookie here, because I know you guys were all asking for the update to come. But first, I would like to say hello to Connor, a.k.a. OKFabe. What's going on, dude?
What is going on? Sorry, my apologies. I had my mic inexplicably muted for no apparent reason
For
whatsoever.
funsies.
No, I wasn't fapping. It had nothing to do. Maybe it might have. I can't confirm nor deny that it had to do with fapping. But hey, glad to be back. I always love working with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun. We were supposed to have somebody else on again, another cancellation. Like I was telling you before, I see why people don't do these type of things more often. Why the interview process and the collaborations. I see why a lot of this shit falls through.
I am Wookiee's silver medal.
Oh, silver, gold, homie.
Well, maybe bronze.
I think you're the
Because
one that
bronze
always.
is the same color as shit.
Well, you're the only one that ever answered. Like if I put the call out there, which the call means I'm freaking the fuck out, going, oh my god, I had another person cancel on me.
Well, I shouldn't be like I'm not using it as like a fucking negotiation tactic. Like, Wookiees hit me up. Let me check my schedule. Meanwhile, I'm like, fucking yes, someone needs me on their show. And they're like, I think I could push some things around. 2 hours from now sounds good to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your time zone again? Shit.
Oh yeah, time zone is always a problem because you're East Coast.
Yeah, I'm East Coast.
I am the Central region.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I'm like, wait, Wookiee's over. I know, like obviously 414. I'm like, okay, Wookiee's over there, so you're central. I'm like, so how, is it an hour? Like, I can't. So when you were like messaging me, I'm like, so 2 hours from now because I know when we're talking about.
King, we didn't fully get into Charlotte last night, and I'll explain. I'll explain more to you here in a minute because I know some of you. My Twitter blew up this morning. All you guys wanted what do I say? An update. So I will give you the update. In fact, you know what? Let's do it right now. Update is Mama Wookie had to go into the hospital last night, as you guys saw. My son had a meltdown. This is something that us parents with autism, we deal with on the regular. It's nothing new. Unfortunately, normally we try to get him to take out if any sort of physical needs are needed for him as far as pressure and stuff like that. And you guys can do more research on your own if you're curious more about how autism, I guess, works. Sometimes it can get a little physical. And unfortunately, that physicality got to Mama Wookie, so Mama Wookie had to go to the hospital, make sure baby Wookie is okay, and baby Wookie's fine. Everything turned out good. I guess we had a little problem with the nurse. The nurse was, I guess, a little bit of a well, Mama Wookie says total bitch, but go cuckoo bitch.
It's funny.
Mama Wookie's words, not mine, people. So you can direct all your attention at Non-Typical Joy over on Twitter. And so everything's fine. Everything turned out okay. So, and then I went to work at 6 a.m. to do some inventory. And that was fun. Yeah, inventory is always fun. Counting for, hours on end. How many you got? I don't even remember. I have 52. I just...
The numbers blur together as the brain cells don't function very well.
The thing is, we do it at 6 a.m. too.
Yeah, that's not really a good idea for someone to be like sharp and quick witted or like being able to fucking count.
Right.
Hey, let's deprive you of sleep and then
then
count
make you count meticulous items, like small items. We don't count big items. It's not like how many tractors do you have? 1, 2, 3. 3. No.
Why the fuck do you? Why the? One of them's that self-moving tractor like we saw at the House of Horrors.
Yeah. Oh. Those exist. Believe that or not.
Someone made a meme or like a GIF where they put the Michael Jackson like Thriller, and it's like supposed to be the tractor moonwalking.
Oh Jesus, that's great.
God, I love Twitter sometimes.
Luke, yes, we are very. I gotta edit the damn gender reveal. I will get you guys a gender reveal. Mama Wookie wanted it, like I said, she wanted to do something special. But the gender reveal is coming. I just got to actually plug the camera into the computer. and take all the footage off of it, put it into fucking Vegas, and edit it and all that jazz. So I will get it all. No, I have not done that yet, Amanda. I've been busy. All sorts
I
of
just love how
stuff.
you murmur into the microphone like everybody in the fucking chat can hear it, and they're like, "Don't fucking say shit." Like,
Don't tell my wife. Oh, fucking kill that.
I feel like I do the same thing. Like, yes, honey, you fucking bitch. I swear to fucking.
Exactly. It's always good. It's funny when you talk to other husbands like that are in like very similar predicaments. A couple of kids, whatever. We
Yeah.
all do the same thing.
Yeah.
We all of us exactly do the same thing. It's
So
amazing, really.
one of the things that my wife does is like, when we're driving, usually it's me that's driving. It's not a matter of like, choice. I've just been driving longer than she has. And it'll be a thing where like, your exit's coming up, your exit's coming up, your exit's coming up, your exit's coming up. Like, yeah, well, so is yours. What? Nothing, my little lamb chop.
All I gotta say is tuck and roll, sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, I did install those child safety locks.
Yes, Sierra, the
at
baby
that.
is okay. So everything's going well with the baby. Like I said, we'll do a gender reveal here very shortly. So once I get it, I'll get time eventually. You guys got to remember, I now put in a whole nother like 3 days of podcasting and all that jazz. So
Yeah, you're doing almost as much as work as I am.
I'm doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm basically, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, I'm doing the podcast over on Spreaker.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday, we're over here, and then I got to wait for it to upload to YouTube, which is no small feat for YouTube.
No, because you do what, like 2 hour streams, right?
Yeah,
Like
typically 2 to 3 hour
Yeah.
streams.
Yeah, those things. I used to do them back in the day, not as much as anymore. But yeah, I remember how like it just take fucking forever for those things to upload. So I feel your pain on that one.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm waiting for it to upload, and then I gotta rip it from YouTube
Yep.
and then upload it to Spreaker.
Oh yeah.
And then sometimes I have to. I love doing Spreaker now because Spreaker you can actually there's a little button and it'll automatically upload that shit to YouTube for you.
Yeah, Podbean just I think also has that same concept, which I've been experimenting with audio files of stuff too. Like I'm taking a majority of my reviews and pretty much doing the exact same thing you're doing and just putting it over in audio format.
Right. So
Yep.
that's kind of the same thing I'm doing. Because it's like it's finding this balance between like YouTube and keeping up with the damn algorithm, which I'm sorry, that algorithm's a load of shit.
Yeah, no shit on that one.
If you'd like to stay relevant, do something every day. Oh, geez. Well, I don't know where the application form is, but I would love to. Just pay me $50,000 a year, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, right. No kidding. I mean, hey, yay, fantastic. I have to upload. Wait, I'm sorry. I have to juggle 2 kids, one on the way. Okay, 40-hour work. Yeah. Oh no, that's fine. I can upload. How many hours in a day? Fuck.
Shit. Can we add one anyway?
Is there? Can I take an extra hour from one day and just cram it into this one?
Right.
We'll make up for it. Like we'll make up for it in some way, shape, or form.
And then
It doesn't help that most wrestling shows end at like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Well, and not only that, for you, especially 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, that's right.
For me,
Damn
it's
you
10.
and your time fucking zone.
Yeah, for me, it's 10. I've almost always. I told my wife we need to move to the East Coast.
No, you do not.
I'm sorry, the West Coast. West Coast.
Okay, I was gonna say
I want to move to the West Coast.
not that we wouldn't love you. Not that I wouldn't love to have you here, Wookie. But I mean, I don't know why anybody would. I legitimately want to know when the settlers came in from England and they came here and saw the frigid fucking winters and the horrible weather that we experience over here on a yearly goddamn basis and say, you know what? This is fine. Yeah, this is okay. And yet Florida, which as much shit as people give Florida, at least that doesn't have the cold goddamn weather. And they go like, we can we'll fine here.
Hurricanes. Meh.
Jesus Christ.
We'll figure it out. But I deal with almost the same winters as you. Almost. We haven't gotten nearly as bad as of late. Like the past 5 years have been pretty good. I mean, it's been bitter fucking cold, but you guys get the snow too.
Yeah, we have to shovel the shit.
Yeah, well, we do too, but we haven't gotten nearly like it's been weird. Like we don't get. I remember years back in the day
Mhm.
when I was young, a wee Wookie wandering around, where like snow, like you'd look outside and you look outside your window and you just couldn't see anything but just a white sheet, just snowing
Snow,
so
snow,
hard.
snow blindness. That's what they call it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know if you ever experienced this, but you ever when you go outside in the snow for a while and you just have the snow surrounding you and that's pretty much all you're seeing, experiencing is just the white, bright white color of the snow, and then you walk in and your pupils kind of have to adjust to the inside, like the inside, like color scheme of everything. When you can't see for a minute or two because you've been outside in the bright snow for so long, it's called snow blindness. It's when your peripherals are getting used to getting adjusted back to the color. I'm like, I'm fucking going blind, mom. You're like, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm not.
I'm dizzy. Am I all
Is
right?
that you, Grandma? Grandma died 2 years. Oh my god.
Yeah, but like I remember looking outside and that's all you'd see was just white
We
sheet.
used we used to have a basement apartment, and so the windows would just like covered. Like it
Right.
would be like wake up like, oh, it's 6 a.m. Why do I not see any snow? That's why I can't see any daylight. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's covered in
That's not
snow.
scary.
But now we haven't gotten a ton of snow here in quite a number of years.
We got
So,
it on April 1st.
oh, that sucks. I'm
Nature is a
sorry.
bit. Mother Nature is a cruel,
We
cruel
we
mistress.
got some snow. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We got a good chunk of snow, but it melted like by that weekend.
I mean, it went. Well, here's the weird thing with us. We had.
Lindsay says global warming's a bitch, Wookie. I'm hoping for global warming. I don't know about
Well,
all y'all.
well, listen to this. We got. We
Even though
got
I
three.
understand, because let's put it, because I don't want the hate in the chat already. I understand what global warming is. I think it's a shit name. I
It's a
think they
pay per
could have
view.
definitely global warming's the next that after Great Balls of Fire.
Probably at the rate this is going.
WWE global warming.
Watch what happens when Randy Orton defends the WWE Championship against Jinder Mahal inside the Punjabi prison match. WWE
Global
Global Warming.
warming.
Wait. That was the name of one of their Australia tours. I shit you not.
Global
I
warming?
I shit. Look it up. I'm pretty sure that was the name of one of their tours, like their live tours, because like sometimes they give like these special like names for like their tours for like around SummerSlam time or WrestleMania. Swear to God, one of them was like global warming. Did you find it?
You're completely correct. Yes.
Called it.
August 10th, 2002. WWE Global Warming, professional wrestling event produced by WWE that took place at the Colonel Stadium in Melbourne, Australia.
Called it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Leave it to Vince to leave
You know
something.
what, pal? We're gonna call it global warming.
Yeah, it'll be great. See, I'm okay. So next one's called Genocide or what?
I mean, let's see. Great Balls of Fire, global warming. I mean, we might as well do like, what is it, Hell's Kitchen Revenge or something like that. Keep the whole fire thing going. Devil's Night. Why not? Let's just keep the whole.
Let's just keep it running.
And Kane is pissed off sitting in Tennessee trying to win electoral for mayor.
Does he stand a prayer though?
I think he does.
you think so?
He is a very intelligent individual.
I know he's very intelligent, but you kind of look at him, and like if you look at it, oh, by the way, he used to be the guy that came from the depths of hell.
I just find it really funny that if nothing else, his like campaign like logo or banner has a fucking flame in it. That's
Well,
the
you gotta keep your gimmick.
Come on. That's the one thing that like I'm like, dude, like I think it's something like Light the Way of the Future or something like that, or like, like something that involves with light and there's a flame in the middle of it. And I'm just like, are you come on.
I'm
Come
wondering
on.
if during any of the debates they were like, "This man tried to bury his brother alive."
Well, then they got to show when Shane threw him into a limo and they drove under a fucking 18-wheeler.
Oh God, yeah.
I've been watching, by the way, for fun fact, I've been watching a lot of old school Raws from 2002 and 2003, and oh my God, they're amazing.
You too, huh?
I get on I get on this nostalgic kick every once in a while. I just barrel through like SmackDowns or Raws from like the early, like the Ruthless Aggression era.
I have been going back and watching a lot of the pay-per-views from when I wasn't alive. Basically, it was the short and skinny.
Hmm.
First Starcades,
Yep.
first Mania. Mania like 1 through 3. I think I was not born yet. And even some of the other ones. I've watched almost every Mania up to date now. A lot of the Royal Rumbles I'm up to date on now. A lot of the.
The 89 Rumble was wow. That was a whole different fucking stratosphere back then.
It was. It really
Yeah.
was. So that's just one of the fun things. But I know everyone's like, get off this topic of Charlotte Flair's nudes. And I think last night got all sorts of crazy, obviously, and I
Right.
didn't get my point off. So my
Poor
whole
choice of
point.
words, Wook. I'm just trying.
I know, whatever. I I do it to myself, really. I just
Again, poor choice of words.
but a lot of people want to say, what are you supposed to do, Wookie? They're people too. They can take nude pictures. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Now, number one, the thing I'll tell you is I have never personally, honestly, ever taken a nude in my entire life. I don't know about you. I don't know if it's just a Midwest thing. We just don't take nudes.
I have pictures. I have pictures that say otherwise. Look,
You
now,
have pictures of me or you?
no, I have pictures of you.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh.
Now, these might be horribly photoshopped,
Did
which
you do them well, though, at least?
no.
They're bad. It's
Actually,
it's a
I didn't.
picture of Yokozuna with your
I
face
didn't.
on it.
I didn't use Photoshop. I actually used Paint. That which made it came out much worse than I. No, I haven't either. But anyway.
That's just my thing. Like, I mean, I guess I don't know what it's like to be like the most beautiful person in the world, or
Yeah.
an extremely attractive female. I guess I don't know what that's like.
Well, the other thing too is, and this is the big thing that came out with the Page stuff was, you know, people want to like roll their eyes and stuff and like oh, shame on them. Well, these people are on the road 300 plus days a how they're not home that often. And Charlotte's business is her business. Same with Paige's. I mean, it was a different time for Paige, obviously, and you compare apples to oranges, but I mean, what Charlotte chose to do, that was personal stuff. That wasn't stuff that was meant to be shared with everybody else. I mean, what would they choose to do in the privacy of their own lives is their business. It's just unfortunate that somebody, did that horrible thing to them.
And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not saying these people shouldn't do that. Like you
Right.
said, what they choose to do in the privacy of their own life, that is their business. Nor do I care because, as you heard, I'm very, very busy. I don't have time to care. But the fact of the matter still remains is that there is other ways of doing what they did without it getting much safer, I guess.
No, I can understand that. I mean, when the iCloud hack was like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, there wasn't really, I don't think, a scare as much. I mean, granted, we even know when these were taken. It's not like she took these all yesterday. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like she just like, oh, this was from WrestleMania weekend. So you know what I mean? Like it wasn't something like, hey, this whole thing happened with Paige blew up, and now we're gonna go this route and be like, oh, let me go right ahead, and the first thing I do is take a nude selfie and send it to somebody. I think it was a different time where, people weren't concerned with that happening, and then, digital security is not what it's all cracked up to be sometimes, and I think that's what it really boils down to is that
Well, and this is a thing. Like, I mean, I guess I can cut you a little bit of slack, with what you're saying, but you have to understand you are number one, when you have this thing, and maybe it was newfangled when it happened, I don't know. But when you have this thing called the cloud, and I can just send my pictures up there, the cloud is not a secure space to be putting things. I mean, obviously, I'm hoping now that these people are a lot more, like, oh, okay, well, phones are not the way to go if I want to take nude pictures of myself.
Right. I mean, I think there was, I guess the best way to phrase it would be there was less, I don't want to say appreciation, but I think there was less maybe understanding of the risk involved.
And that could be.
I think
But
that's probably a fair
stuff comes out
statement.
like that and stuff comes out like
Right.
this, and you have to imagine, it's going to happen.
Right.
It's going to.
Supposedly there's more out there.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
You know, and WWE, honestly, because from all accounts that I've heard in the digging around, this group or this person, I don't know if it's a group or if it's a person,
Mhm.
they asked for some cash. Hey, give me some cash, and we'll, not show these. And WWE said, no. I mean, WWE could have been like, all right, what do you want? Negotiate it down, and then these never show. Instead, it's, oh, we'll just take it in stride. I mean,
I,
I don't know if that's the right
I don't. Bel
approach. I don't know if
I
the
don't. Bel
approach of go fuck yourself, you're gonna do what you're gonna do
I
anyways, was the right
mean,
approach.
that could go so many different directions because we don't know what the conversations were like. We don't know what kind of proof they had. Like we don't like. I'm sure WWE gets threats all the time of do this or I'll do that. They're a publicly traded company. They have all these things that happen to them. I'm sure they get these threats all the freaking time. So, is it wrong for them to think that had the mentality of no F off? I don't think so. But then again, I don't know what the conversations were. If they kind of plopped the Charlotte photos or whoever in front of them and showed them like, hey, these are actually them. Here's the proof of them that this is this. We're gonna go public with this. Uh, you know, Maybe I could point the finger a little bit more at them, but I don't know what those conversations were like. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how detailed or how in depth those conversations were of the threats. So it's hard to hold a gun to WWE's head about it without knowing the details.
See, now Lindsay brings up an interesting point here. She says, I'd never take a nude. I think a lot of it is publicity and shock value to get the name in people's mouths, which is an interesting fact. I mean, no publicity is bad publicity, right?
I mean, are they really willing to go that far?
Well, it's not like WWE is releasing the nudes themselves that we know
No,
of.
but I don't know uh, I'm just saying. I don't think they would go to that extremes to.
I'm just saying
I don't know.
it's
Maybe. You know what? Maybe Paige. I could maybe, and that's a bit of a stretch. See Paige. I don't think I could see Charlotte doing that though.
well, no. I'm not saying they're releasing it themselves, but I'm saying when WWE is going through the ideas of should we pay this person
Right.
thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, whatever they're asking,
Mhm.
says, yeah, know what? Go ahead, release them. If anything, it's just publicity for us.
Well, I was gonna say that's my point though. Is I don't know what those conversations were like. Did some guy just come up like, I have nudes of Paige and Charlotte if you don't pay me X?
Sure.
Or like we could do that. We could say that. Do we have the fact? Do we have it to back it up? No, obviously. Well, now we do. But I'm sure WWE gets stuff like this all the time. Do this or I'll do that. Hell, they had that happen with the guys within their own company that were working with them at the time. So I mean, they're a publicly traded company and they have to approach the best way possible. But it's hard for me to judge WWE. I get your point totally. It's just hard for me to judge their position because number one, they're a publicly traded business and it's fu regardless. But number two, I'm sure they get shit like this constantly. Maybe not necessarily like nudes or like threatening a release of that, but like, oh, I'll tell everybody that Braun Strowman really didn't flip the ambulance over when Roman Reigns was it. Like, like, come on.
What? He didn't?
No, I'm sorry, Wook.
Oh.
I'm sorry. As much as I really wanted to see it and believe it,
I thought Braun Strowman was just an ogre who could lift anything in the air.
it's my swamp now. I'm
Yeah.
not finished with you.
Yeah, well, that's the question I've had. Is it Braun Strowman's yard now since he's effectively murdered
Apparently,
Roman Reigns?
someone posted on Twitter, faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than an ambulance, but yet not powerful enough to. Or no, but his single weakness is an ambulance door.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did take the ambulance door off. So
Yeah, no
I mean,
shit.
I don't know if you've ever ran into an ambulance door.
Once.
I haven't.
Once.
I never have. So I'm assuming
You should
that
try
they're
it
pretty
sometime.
solid.
It is fucking painful.
I'm sure it is, but he took that. I mean, I don't think
Clean
that was
off. Like, yeah, it
rigged.
was.
He just ran into it and took it clean off.
I think the last time I was really what was it? It was when remember when Brock ripped the door off the car and just threw it?
Mm-hmm.
That was, I think, the last time I was genuinely surprised by like a natural feat of strength. I'm like, did he just throw the? There were people in that crowd. He just tossed a fucking
Just
car
tossed the
door.
car. It's like when Kane, a few years back, tossed that ladder. I think it was Kane. Yeah, he tossed a ladder and nearly took out the entire front row of the WrestleMania crowd. Good job, Kane.
Oh
You
yeah.
remember that? He just tossed the ladder out and nearly killed everyone.
You're next, Mayor of Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly. This makes sense. Good luck.
The only thing that would be better is if that took place in Tennessee.
So it could kill everyone. So, and then yes, there. And again, I merely mentioned it yesterday. I don't know how true it is, nor could I honestly. Like I said, I don't have time to care about these type of things. But yes, there is supposedly a scene with Becky Lynch and Charlotte together again. Cell phones aren't the way to do this. There's lots of better ways of choosing how to show off your bodies that I think are a lot safer. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot safer as you do that. All right.
I'm just putting mayo on my sandwich, man. Don't
Oh,
give me
yeah,
any weird
man.
idea. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But as you guys also see in a lesser story, I mean, Charlotte was the big one, but Victoria also had a minute and a half, 30-second minute video
It's all I need.
come out. Yep. All you need.
It's all I need. Ladies, I will give you the best 10. I sound like Val Venis. Hello, ladies. I'll give you the best 10 seconds of your life.
Most of the time.
60% of the time, all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So
That
she
makes
had,
no
I
sense.
didn't even think it was her at first. I'm like, okay, this just looks like any porn
Yeah,
clip I've ever seen.
yeah.
So we can just move on. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, nope, there's her face. Never mind.
Well, then I saw her face. I'm like, I'm still not sure. So then I played her entrance music in the background. I'm like, that's her.
Yeah. Just for the old nostalgia of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Just have to hop out for a second, Wook. I'll be right back.
no worries, guys in the chat. We're going to try this out real quick. I'm going to put a number up. Now, that is the new Skype number for you guys to call in if you so desire. I make no promises of this working well, if at all. I've just set this up today. I did not get a chance to honestly test it. So if you guys want to call in, there's your number. Again, don't know how it works or if it works. So hopefully that that goes okay. Will you do Lucha streams when it restarts? Yes, I will be doing Lucha streams as soon as Lucha comes back on. Let's see when does Lucha restart?
Good question. When does Lucha restart?
I think, well, it's coming up soon.
I was to say, isn't it May?
Yeah, it's in May.
Which we're in.
Ugh, when does lunch start? No, thank you, Google. I said Lucha.
That's also a pertinent question of the day. When does lunch start?
When does lunch?
When does lunch and Lucha start?
Okay, that doesn't help me at all. Let's go to their webpage and see, because it says September 7th, 2016. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Well,
Assholes.
we're a little late to that party.
Lucha Plus Netflix, which I'm still working on, getting all of those seen.
I've had a lot of people ask me to review Lucha, and it's tough because there's just so much fucking wrestling content right now.
London.
Fun fact,
No,
Wookie.
I think it's coming up soon. It's
Hold on.
either the 10th or the 17th. I know. So I want to say 17th.
Let me just see. Lucha Underground. Probably doing the exact same thing you're doing.
Yeah. I Googled it and got no definite date.
Yeah, I didn't either.
March 20th. This one says March 20th. But that can't be right because March 20th was a while ago. I know they pushed
I guess
it
they're
back and they
split.
pushed
I guess
it
they're
back.
splitting the seasons. Okay,
Yeah, they
that
did.
makes sense.
Because we had the mid-season finale February-ish. I want to say February-ish. And now we're coming into the second half of the season. And supposedly it was in the can quite a while ago when I had Marty the Moth on. He's like, yeah, it's all filmed. He's like, it's just up to the editors. You know, they edit it, and then whenever they're ready, they release it.
I have heard concerns about like the future funding for it, so it's going to be interesting to see how it does with Netflix. Because I think that's going to be one of the bigger key markets that they're looking for. So
See, now I'm looking at their Facebook, and it says it's now on Fridays.
that would be smart.
That
That would
would be smart.
be very smart. Because I mean, you pretty much what Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact, and then Lucha Underground.
I need something to do Fridays.
Do you really?
No, but I love Lucha Underground though.
um, I know we're getting off subject here, but I don't know if you saw this, Wookie. But so they're doing the first string of live events for the WWE United Kingdom division.
I saw something about that. I didn't click on it or read it, but I did see the article pop up.
Yeah, so here's an interesting thing, and then this is the only reason I bring this up was, they're testing out the waters of the UK division like brand.
Yeah.
They're doing 2 live shows, from what I understand. They did one tonight, and they're doing one more tomorrow, I think, or they did the second one tonight. I don't know what, but
Are these
one of
on
them
the
took.
WWE network?
No, they're live shows only.
Oh, live. Okay, so like live
But
events like SmackDown Live or Raw Live, right?
right, it's a house show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the interesting part. I'm pretty confident I saw a tweet that said Trent. The main event of one of the shows was Trent Seven versus Pete Dunne. The winner challenges Tyler Bate for the UK title at Takeover Chicago.
Oh no, I want to go to that too. I just don't want to spend the money. Uh,
And I don't blame you. I'm actually waiting for Brooklyn tickets because I'm going to SummerSlam.
we are going to, and Lindsay is in the chat. She will be going with us to what the hell is it? Payback, right? Payback, Backlash.
I say Backlash is next.
Backlash is next. So we are gonna head down to the Allstate Arena. And we're going to Backlash, as Luke says, fuck Pete Dunne, fuck Pete Dunne, fuck Pete. He hates Pete Dunne. Absolutely despises Pete Dunne. But,
Can't imagine why.
all right, but we are headed to Backlash, and then I found out that the NXT event was that Saturday, and I was like, well, could we maybe go to the NXT event on Saturday too? And
Yeah, hon, we're just going to Backlash. I'm going to fucking NXT.
well, I'm like, how much could NXT tickets really be? I'm thinking $40, And then I was hearing rumors and rumblings. I mean, you always hear them of, oh, they were just handing them out. They were just giving them away.
Yeah,
And I was like, well, if I can get in cheap,
right.
I'll go to 2 events. I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
And then when I first started looking, it was right as it was announced. Tickets were ridiculously priced. They're still ridiculously priced. I'm looking right now. Opposite hard camera is $279 on the floor. Hard camera
For the
side
floor,
is
that's for the floor, that's not bad.
I know it's not bad, but it's NXT. I mean, what's really left there?
But it's a takeover. That's the reason why.
Right. All right. Let's take this call. I'm gonna add him to the group call. All right. 171. What's going on?
Hey, Wookie. This is Noah.
Noah, what's going on, my man?
Hey, what's going on? All right, so I'm here to fulfill a little promise I made. I said at the Payback stream if Jericho won the U.S. belt that I would call in and sing a little bit of T-Swizzle.
You do. You owe me some Taylor Swift, sir.
All right.
I will take 21. Or, honey, what's our other favorite Taylor Swift song? That Shake song. Shake it off. We'll take Trouble. We'll take Trouble, too. We'll take Trouble, too. All right. And hit it.
All right. I'm just gonna and the haters gonna hey. I'm just gonna shake it off. The player's gonna play. I'm just gonna shake it off.
All right, that is good, fantastic, sir. I'll give you a clap for that.
Standing ovation on my end. You can't see, but standing ovation.
Also, Sierra, I love you.
Sierra, he loves you. Anything? Okay, he hung up. So I just figured, I should actually probably, I didn't even look at it, but I should probably keep my Skype up when I'm doing this type of thing because I need to be able to, word on the street is I need to be able to see what the hell is going on when there's Skype call coming in. I don't know. Just word on the street, homie. So looking at that, I'm like, oh, I should probably put my Skype up. And as soon as I turn my Skype up, somebody's calling in. I'm like,
everything crashes. Everything. Yeah. YouTube's crashing. Skype is crashing. Everything's crashing.
The world is falling. So, but I'm looking at tickets and convinced. Lindsay says she said it in here. Back NXT. The price for NXT tickets were completely. Oh yeah, completely overrated, and I agree. I mean, you can get like high-rise nosebleeds for
Mhm.
holy shit. One is 74, 121, 103, 65, 52, 53. So
It's not a bad range, though. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad range, but still, I mean,
that's a lot to go see Bobby Roode.
yeah, I was about to say that's not. I'm like I said, I'm looking to see when Brooklyn 3 tickets go on sale because I'd love to do NXT and SummerSlam back to back. I have that whole weekend off, so we'll see what happens. But I would love to go to both.
As my wife like turns her back. What, honey? Oh my God! Do you know I'm doing a podcast right now? You're good. She comes in wearing a towel and goes, "I got hair on my back. Can you get it off for me?" Really?
And the ratings go up.
The camera is on, my love.
I am covered.
You are covered. Thank you for that. Well, I mean, I don't care. I've seen you naked a million times, but I don't think the rest of the world. Maybe Lindsay hasn't seen you naked.
So why did Wookie's subscriber count just jump up all of a sudden?
Wookie got 1,000 subscribers out of
He's
nowhere.
he's over 10,000 subs. This is weird.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, Wook, keep it up.
As the copyright strike rolls in. for nudity.
No, you just can't get advertising from Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah. Well, whatever. I mean, we're wrestling channels. We don't get advertising anyways anymore.
Dude, I literally just started getting ad revenue in January. So cheers for me on that, and then this shit happens.
And then, so you went from. What do you mean you just started getting ad revenue? Were you not partnered?
No, I was, but I wasn't receiving enough consistent view count at that time. But now, like, then the reviews were starting to get like a consistent number, and I was starting to get up there. And it wasn't a whole lot, but I was actually just starting to get ad revenue money. I'm like, oh well, fuck me then. All right, cool.
Ah, weird. No, that's funny because were you partnered with like an MCN or something?
Well, I'm pretty sure they are. Screenwave Media is my partnership.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So okay, I wasn't curious because I was like, well, that's weird because
Do you
I've
know,
been partnered since I started the channel.
Have
and I've been getting ad rev.
Have you ever heard of Team 4-Star?
No.
Have you ever heard of Nostalgia Critic?
No.
Those are pretty much the two big ones. Those are the ones I can think of.
And that's it. That's all we
Yep. Dun, 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 dun.
got. Yeah. So, no, I've never. No, sorry, never heard of either one.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna say those are two bigger YouTubers that's under the same partnership. So,
Okay.
but no, yeah, it was just because my viewer count at that time just hit it, and I'm like, yeah, great, cool, and then got like literally 2 checks, and it's like, oh well, this ad revenue happened. I'm like, well, it was fun while it lasted, folks. It was fun while it lasted. I mean, there are honestly times I wish I had a gaming channel.
Well, and like I've been saying for a while now, I'm sure I don't know, and I don't know how people like Cronin are doing. I don't know how like people like JD are doing, but I think this is just a storm we're gonna have to weather.
Yeah,
And that's all it is.
I won't go into detail because I haven't talked to JD, but Joe I've talked to, and he's kind of made this public as well. They're okay, but they definitely feel the effect.
Sure.
They definitely feel the effect. So, I mean, obviously it's different for us because we're not obviously on that same yet.
Not on that
but
scale of we are making some coin off of you.
it's just a bigger uphill battle, my friend.
Right. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Like, that's why I started doing the podcasting. I'm like, I'm going to leave my sources. Oh my goodness, that was a hiccup and a half. I'm going to leave my sources open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I'm checking out VidMe, trying stuff out over there, and I'm also doing iTunes and audio formats as well too.
Yeah, so I think that's the wave of the future. Don't forget to upload your shit to Facebook because Facebook is supposedly going to have a ad revenue something or other coming soon.
They're already. Yeah, I was gonna say I've already seen a couple of them start doing that, like mid ad breaks, even for like minute videos. It's weird.
Yeah, so just keep your eyes posted. Always got to, because YouTube. I've talked to a couple of guys, and it's like the exodus has begun because they're getting too. I don't want to say mainstream. They're getting too worried about the advertisers, and now the advertisers are controlling the media as opposed to the media.
Well, it's something
versa.
Right. It's something that I think that a lot of people kind of foreshadow, but they just never knew when it was going to happen. As far as YouTube becoming another mainstream media source, like all the attention that went to television is going to come to YouTube now.
Mhm.
It's more or less what happened.
Yeah, and it's just they're like, oh, we don't want to sponsor this stuff, and well,
Right.
it started with us. It started with wrestling, and I've often called us the quote unquote martyrs. It's gonna end up in video games, and I'm really honestly, I'm keeping a watchful eye on the video game market.
A lot of people are jumping to Twitch.
Yeah,
Like it's interesting because Twitch is still somewhat of an unknown to me. Like I barely use my Twitch, but I'm actually thinking of, when 2K18 comes out, I'm gonna probably be on that very active. But Twitch is still like an unknown market to me in some regards. But I've seen a lot of people who even don't do anything remotely close to gaming going over there because of the live stream capabilities and all that stuff. So
right. Like I told you, check out Spreaker. Spreaker, you can
I will
do
be definitely
audio
checking
only.
it.
So, or if you're happy with Podbean, stick with Podbean. Has something similar. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I've had great. I mean, positive. Podbean's very user friendly, much like Spreaker. I've dabbled in Spreaker a little bit. Very user friendly. Same idea. You can roll out to other formats as well. So, the goal would be to be on everything, but that's a good chunk of change right there.
Well, it's a good. Well, it's not too bad as far as podcasting goes, because a
Right.
lot of what will happen is you'll just use your RSS feed. And
Right.
it's,
Yeah.
it's
But
more
yeah.
or less free to submit an RSS feed to most places.
Right.
Places.
Right.
Some are now like Podbean are now like charging.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I was just trying to submit the RSS feed to Podbean, and they're like, "Oh, well, that's gonna cost you some money." And I'm like, "For real? Well, fuck off, Podbean. Goodbye." That's
Yeah.
all I gotta say about you.
Ta-da.
Ta-da, ta-da. All right. Should we get into the women's tournament since it's been a women focused and driven show today?
Could say that.
Did you see the picture?
Of what?
The women's tournament, I guess, logo type deal.
No, I did not.
All right. Well, it's basically every superstar that we have that's a woman.
Oh, you mean from the announcement they did during SummerSlam week or WrestleMania weekend or whatever
That's
it
the
was?
one, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see who was in the top left corner, though?
Who?
Summer Rae, and I can't remember her name, but she's as well no longer with the company.
Kelly?
Not Kelly. Shit. I'm totally drawing a blank on her name, and I see her face, and I'm like, I know who that is, but I can't think of her name. She was a wrestler, and then she was like a backstage girl, and now she's no longer with the company.
Terry Reynolds?
Now, black hair Latina.
Rosa Mendez?
Yes, thank you, Rosa Mendez.
Yes, okay.
They're in there, and then there's a girl I don't recognize, kind of in the middle. Let me. I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can pull it up.
How do I share my screen with you? It won't let me share my screen with you.
Plus sign on Skype.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. And okay, the GameFly advertisement is in the way.
Oh, you bastards!
You bastard, GameFly. So that's the one. And start screen share. So
Cool.
right here, I hope you can see my mouse. So right
Yes.
here, I don't know who that is.
I can't. It looks like Drew McIntyre.
It does. Here, I'm zooming in. For you.
Okay, so I recognize most of them. Oh,
So
you know
got
who that
over
looks
here,
like?
You got
Hold on.
Summer
Hold on.
Rae.
You know who that is? That is sorry. So Summer Rae. Who's that next to her?
I'm thinking that's Mendez.
No,
That's not.
that is
Is that Billy Kay?
That's Billy Kay, and that
Oh
other
my
woman's
God.
the other woman's Peyton Royce.
Where do you see Peyton Royce?
The one
over
you
here.
said yeah, that's Peyton Royce.
Oh my God, that's a horrible picture of all of them.
It's really bad.
I totally thought that was Rosa Mendez
Nope. No, that is not Rosa Mendez because
because that
Rosa
looks like
Mendez not that.
Maurice.
Rosa Mendez is not that fucking pale.
Well, the whole thing's got this red overcast on it.
I mean,
you know
yeah,
what
that doesn't. That doesn't help either. But yeah, no, that's.
So it's kind of like, who the hell is that lady? I don't know, But I think it's funny that Nikki Bella's still on there.
Why? She's still with the company. She's just taking time off.
Nah, she ain't coming back. I don't think she's coming back at all.
She's gonna sabotage John Cena's condoms and get preggers.
That's what I was thinking. She's making little baby Cenos.
And the funny thing is, we won't be able to tell like the names or the genders because we can't see them.
Jesus.
Oh, there it is right there. UK Championship match announced for TakeOver Chicago.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't get to read the article. I do a lot of reading.
Who won? Who won?
My toilet time. Oh, you want to know who won?
Yeah.
It's Sunday's show. There are 2 big matches scheduled that will determine. That's tomorrow.
Oh, Tyler Bate has a title defense against Mark Andrews.
Which one's Mark Andrews?
He's the one from TNA.
Oh, yes.
Andrews, yeah.
Andrews.
Oh, that's awesome. Wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's the number 1 contendership. Okay,
Right.
they didn't actually win yet.
Chicago takes place on Saturday, May 20th at the Rosemont.
Okay, so
Illinois.
so it is Trent Seven versus Pete Dunne for the number 1 contendership. But at that same live show they're doing, it's Tyler Bate against Mark Andrews for the title. Did you see that match with him and Gallagher?
Which one?
NXT a couple weeks ago.
Gallagher and
Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate. Yes, I did.
That was a treat.
Barn burner.
That was a
homie.
treat. Yeah.
I don't know why Gallagher. Well, I mean, he should be in that whole thing since he's not really going to be with the cruiserweights. I mean, I don't know. He's going to be with the cruiserweights, but his time is kind of like, you know what I mean? It kind of feels like it's up. Like he did his thing. He brings his umbrella, and like his time's up. Much like John Cena's song, his time's up, but it's not now.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting if and when they're going to bring people out of the cruiserweight division. You know what I mean? We've seen a lot of people go into the cruiserweight division, but I'm curious if they're going to pull anybody out. Like, you know what I mean? Like if they're going to put them into the main card or the main roster. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm really curious about. Because so far
we've treated these guys like they have fucking syphilis, and now all of a sudden we're going to put them into the main roster. What's the point of having the cruiserweights?
Because you need to build stars at some point. Like it's a someone said it's a fetish, and I'm like, that's not too far off of a description.
See, and I think the main problem with it is that we all, and now that I'm starting to watch it again, you're remembering cruiserweights. I think, and I've agreed, somebody said it in the chat not too long ago, not today, but this is a few days ago, somebody said it in the chat that they would really like to see Mysterio. And I'm like, you know what? He might actually be a decent addition to the cruiserweight division.
He was when he first came to the company.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm saying now, even adding him now, he could bring a little something to the cruiserweight division. And he's already a name, and you can add him in because, you know, right now you pretty much have nobody else besides A-Double and Neville. I mean, after that feud ends, what happens?
Yeah. No, I mean, if you really want to make it its own separate division, I mean, like to like stand on its own 2 feet. Yeah, I think adding Mysterio and I mean maybe even get some other guys like I don't know how good Super Crazy still is. Because you remember who was actually rumored for? I don't know if you remember this, but who was rumored for the Cruiserweight Classic before? I don't know if he was injured. Yeah, I think he was injured. Was Amazing Red.
No, I didn't hear that. I did not know
yeah,
that one.
Red was rumored to be part of the Cruiserweight Classic, but he got injured right before it. I'm like,
well,
came to.
I've said this plenty of time about the Cruiserweights. This was kind of a cart before the horse deal. I think they signed all these guys, come do us something for us, and then we'll talk about contracts thinking we're going to sign everyone. Or, you know, we're going to get our pick of the litter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I think
all of a sudden guys went, you know, I'm going to not sign with you.
I think Coda was a big one that they missed. I think Zack Sabre Jr. I think those are the 2 big ones that like.
And I have a feeling either Coda or Bushi or Zack Sabre Jr. was supposed to win that championship before they turned down contracts.
I think Coda was.
I was going to say, it was either going to be one or the other. I think those are the 2 guys you were going to see.
And I think that's why you purposely had a very, very good match with Coda and TJ Perkins.
Right, to build up TJ.
Exactly.
And then TJ just turned into it. Then TJ grabbed a microphone and everybody went, what the fuck was that? He's not scripted at all, except he's extraordinary. It was like one of those scenes from a bad porno. You know what I mean? I came to bring you this pizza. I heard you were hungry. What the fuck is this shit? That doesn't
and then he started cutting a promo. We all went, oh.
Oh, isn't he cute?
Hey, TJ Perkins gonna do a promo. Let's go watch him try.
Yeah, and try he did.
Oh,
and try.
And try. And try he did. He tried so hard to cut that promo, but it just didn't work out.
No.
Midway through the sentence, he dabbed. We still don't know why.
Oh, that needs to go away. Everyone you hear normally asks me to dab, and I'm like, no, I'm not dabbing for you. And somebody, whoever put it in the chat, that Finn Balor to 205 Live, what an awful idea. I'm sorry.
I've seen some people say that like in a joking fashion, and
I hope he's joking. Because
it does make me laugh, because can you imagine, like, he goes, there's no one in the king of the cruiser, and then you hear the don't. Yeah, I don't. No way in hell.
You know, if there ever comes a time where Finn Balor, and I would love to see this storyline because I think it would be great, and if anybody besides Roman Reigns, it can't be Roman because that will be awful. But if anybody were just like, you know what? I don't know if you've seen it. Somebody does those South Park type videos for WWE, where they're kind of like, you know, the card, not cardboard, but paper construction, paper cutouts.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
Roman Reigns winning every single title.
Wrestling shorts, I think.
Yeah, wrestling shorts.
Yeah,
That's exactly who
great
it was.
stuff. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. My favorite part was Roman Reigns winning all the championships, and then he even won the women's title from Bayley. And then the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing two men were all look like Roman Reigns.
It was so good. But I think they could do something like that. But plug in Finn Balor, and Finn Balor's just like, you know what? I'm 198. I can go get that title too. I'm going to go do it. And just Finn Balor has one of every title. Finn Balor is your tag team champion with the, you know, pick random club member. He's also your Intercontinental champion. He's your heavyweight champion and your cruiserweight champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, Night of Champions, certainly a huge moment for Finn Balor, winning the following championships in this order. First, defeating Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship, then going on to win the tag team titles alone because he had two split personalities, the Demon Finn and then Balor Club Finn Balor. So they were able to capture the tag team titles on their own, going on to take on the Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose, before crushing, I've never seen this before, absolutely breaking Alexa Bliss in half, winning the Raw Women's Championship, finally moving on to the Universal title. Ladies and gentlemen, a feat unknown to anyone in the wrestling business, your Raw champion for all time, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor eats Brock Lesnar. He just eats him, and that's how he wins. And then that's it. Just all that's left is the title.
Finn Balor. Yeah.
That'd be great. I think that could be a fantastic angle.
That's a great idea, pal.
I'd just run with it. You have the hottest guy in the company right now, even though everybody wants to say even though Vince wants to think it's Roman. No, Finn Balor is your hottest commodity on Raw. Give him every single championship.
See, they cheered him. They cheered him when the fucking ambulance was containing his lifeless corpse and a giant tossed it over with his own bare hands. Yeah, he's over, Vince. Are you hearing yourself? I might kill you.
I'm wondering if that's like a true thing, though. Like if he's like, see, they cheered him.
From what I understand, Vince's thing is reaction.
Right. As long as you get a reaction, Vince.
Correct. He doesn't give a shit if you're he doesn't give a shit if you're cheered or if you're booed, as long as you're getting a reaction.
I know, but why keep pushing him the way? And this is something I've been scratching my head at. Why keep
Money.
pushing him in a way?
Money. People still cheer him. You just can't hear it over the boos.
Right.
So his merch is selling well. He's one of those like
number 3 in the company.
Yep. Good-looking babyface. He's a very different babyface. He's got a different attitude. It's not John Cena, and he's doing well on the flagship show. As far as, that goes. That's what he's looking at more than anything else. And that's the other thing that I think a lot of wrestling fans, not to go off on a tangent here, but a lot of wrestling fans don't take into consideration. Do I like Roman Reigns? No. I'm going to take a guess and say you don't like Roman Reigns.
Not a fan.
Yeah, of course. But Vince and WWE are not booking for us. They're not booking to cater to us.
I know. I'm breaking my own rule. I know. I've said it too. I've said the same thing, and I hear you talking. I hear myself talking to me, and I'm like, I get it. Nope, I understand. But why not make the biggest heel in the company? That's where I'm at. Why not make the biggest heel?
Don't get me wrong. If they had if there was an opportunity, if they plan on turning Roman heel, Mania was the platform. That was the greatest spot in recent memory that you could have turned him heel.
And I
Had
thought they were after that promo. This is my yard now. Just drops the mic and walks.
Oh my God, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Not the booze, but just the quiet, like how he just didn't say a word, and like I love how the crowd said shut the fuck up, and he didn't say anything yet. It was so good. It was so good.
Ryan, what's your deal? I see Ryan on the chat. He wants to see Finn Balor sent to retire. What's your deal with Finn? I mean, good old Fergal Devitt's, he's pretty fucking good. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I'm a fan of the Fergal Devitt. I don't know. Maybe that's just
I want to get the jacket.
Oh, I do too. Did you see how much it was?
How much? No, $60.
Me neither. No, it's got to be more than. I was talking to because I opened up my crate yesterday and I got what did I get? I got the Finn Balor shirt, and I'm like, he has a jacket now, and my wife's like, how much does that cost? And I'm like, pff. I was like, I don't know, $75, $100 is what I was thinking.
I'm thinking 60.
And
although you might be right, t-shirts did go up a little bit, so maybe.
I was thinking more along the lines of 100. Yep, I was right. $139.99.
Holy fuck! I'd rather get a belt.
There you go, right there. Too sweet for you.
No, more like too expensive.
No. Luke wants a too sweet, so I give him his damn too sweets. But yeah, $139.99 Finn Balor jacket, replica jacket.
How much? What's the biggest size you can get?
I don't know. That's a good question. 3X.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to do a fat guy in a little coat thing, which would be hilarious now that I think about it. Oh,
might as well just buy the belt.
Yeah.
You can buy another commemorative belt, almost. Damn near.
Well, the one I got behind me in my videos is actually someone sent me the toy one.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad. I got a guy that I've been talking to on Facebook. He's got a quote-unquote commemorative version, which I think is the same thing as the toy version, from what I've understood.
No, there's differences. So there's three different types of the belts. The one that I got is the one you can pick up at Toys R Us, which is that's like cheap plastic, but size-wise and like sturdiness and whatnot. I don't know how well you can see me because all my lights are off, but
yeah, no worries.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
I've seen the belt. I watched your unboxing on it.
Okay, yeah. So it's you can definitely feel the difference, and it's definitely lighter, and it's not as not as great quality. The commemorative is the same size, has very similar durability as the real versions, but it's still like a heavier plastic.
Okay.
But it's much better. It's more detailed, and then the replica version, the highest replica version, is definitely you can fucking really feel the weight of it because that's metal.
That's like legit. Yeah.
Right. But commemoratives are pretty. I mean, it's you'll tell the difference, but it's not by much.
Okay. I'm thinking of picking it up. He's asking like 126.
What belt?
Universal. No, not Universal. Just heavyweight champion, the new one.
Oh, okay.
The most recent one. So I was like, 126. That ain't bad.
I kind of want to get the undisputed belt. I was always a fan of that.
Undisputed belt.
I was always a fan of that belt.
I was a fan as well.
Yeah.
I like the old one. I know a lot of people like the eagle.
The winged eagle.
The old school winged eagle.
Because all eagles have wings.
Right. But I was more of a fan of the Attitude Era championship belt. But that's when I came in. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's I think
yeah.
I've come to the conclusion that everybody likes the belts from when they came in. You hear a lot of guys who watched it during the early 90s and 80s. They love the winged eagle. Oh, it's the best belt of all time.
Right.
The winged eagle.
Well, it makes sense
when
because
did you start watching wrestling? 89.
Yeah,
well,
Well, that makes sense because I came in at the Ruthless Aggression era, so that all makes all the sense in the world.
Right. You came in during when the time was the
undisputed
title.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I've kind of come to that conclusion. I'm like, oh my God, you can get a New Day Tag Team Championship. What the hell? That is not a replica belt. Did you? Okay, so there's a New Day Tag Team Championship replica belt.
Wait, let me guess. Is it like Bootio's like leather strap?
Yeah. I'm gonna share,
I think I've heard.
I'm gonna share it with you.
Oh no! Why isn't that? What?
Yeah.
Why is it that much?
You see it? Well, but look at the strap.
Oh my God,
It's like
483 days.
they wrapped a box
Wow.
of Oreos around the damn thing.
Wow.
That's
Fuck the Austin belt.
right. Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing this belt
I don't think there's ever custom
strap.
tag team titles.
No, I would say you're right.
Yeah.
I've never seen one.
That's the kind of shit you want to buy because they're going to be
That's
gone
I
in
was gonna
2
say
years.
when they're gone, then they skyrocket in price.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I want a big gold.
Here we go.
Oh, Javier are coming in with a $5 donation.
You know, these nude leaks wouldn't be such a big deal if WWE still did the Playboy thing. Wookie, who would your top 3 Playboy mags you would buy of the current roster if they still did Playboy? Also, I cheer Roman Reigns when he's not on my fucking TV.
Did you hear any of that?
No, I didn't hear it on my end.
Fucking Skype. Some days. I mean, I love Skype for what they do. It's been working pretty well as of lately. But like you not being able to hear, it's like, it's the most frustrating thing ever because I want, obviously we're doing a show. I'd like you to hear it as well. All the shit that's
Right.
coming into my headphones. So, all right. So he goes, the nude leaks wouldn't be such a big deal if WWE still did Playboy, which is ultimately true. I mean, if WWE was still doing Playboy, it wouldn't be a big deal. It would be nothing. Like, oh, yeah, we've seen that already. But obviously,
Yeah.
PG era, that's a thing.
Right.
That's coming through now. Okay, top 3 Playboy mags I would buy from the current roster if they were still doing Playboy.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
That is a toughie. I'm going to go with...
I've got one. Well, when you do yours, I've got one that I don't think anybody would ever pick. But
well,
go ahead.
I'm going to say I would do Becky Lynch,
I agree.
Alexa Bliss,
I agree.
and... Can I get the Australian Wonder Twins as a 2-for-1?
Yeah, why not? Let it pass.
I'd go with that. They
Yeah.
would be number 3, but
Okay.
I'd him and haw over that episode.
I thought you were gonna pick Sasha.
Sasha just doesn't do it for me.
So
Don't get me wrong, she's a very pretty girl. Just not, just doesn't do it for me.
So for me, it would be Becky Lynch.
Okay.
It would be Alexa Bliss. The other would have been Natalia.
Oh, Natalia's a very good one. I would have said Natalia as well, actually.
Yeah.
Now that you've said it, it's like, nope, actually you're right. I would say Natalia. Because I think she, again, very pretty woman. But
Yeah.
just not, I would never, just didn't pop in my head.
I don't care if it's like her like laying out there as long as she has a sign that says "Follow my cat 2 paws" on Instagram.
Oh my god.
Or she's with 2 paws. Why not?
Her
fuck it.
and 2 paws. 2 paws
Yeah.
is strategically placed. Because 2 paws reminds me of that cat that meme cat, the angry grumpy cat. Every time she takes a picture of him.
But here's what you do. You have this is such a bad joke. You have her holding up her boobs, right? And then you put 2 paws near her crotch and say, "Hey, check out the pussy."
I'm in. Sold. Where can I buy one?
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money. Because there's nothing fucking better than, nudes with actual fucking...
I was actually about to play Natalia's theme song, but I don't want to get you copyright strikes.
Whatever. Save those for when we do these Spreaker shows. They don't copyright strike over there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, dude? We've been going for a little while here. We're over the hour 31 mark.
Cool.
I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. So YouTube says it's been 40 minutes. I don't know when we started. I think it's been about an hour. But you got anything else you want to hit real quick before we get out of here? We'll hit up the Patreon, say thank you, and get out of here.
I think we're good. I'm good on my end.
Yeah, I think everything we've talked about is pretty much what's been going on. So, again,
Sweet.
thank you to the Patreons, Tim, Wrestling Soup, Javier. You guys are great over there. Thank you to Javier and Tuckhawk, a.k.a. King of Rome, for your guys' donations. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. You guys can find Connor over at OKFabe. Just type it into your YouTube machine. You'll find him.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you can, where can they find you over at Podbean now?
So, Podbean is okfaber.podbean.com. And of course, I'm also on the iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and now Google Play Music. So you guys can pick up my reviews of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact, and some bonus stuff like pay-per-view reviews, pay-per-view predictions. I also have like fantasy booking, stuff like that as well, too. Stuff that you guys will get on the YouTube channel first and foremost, and then also available on audio format as well, too. Of course, Twitter at okfabe as well.
And audio only is nice, guys, just because you got to pay $10 for that shit for YouTube. He's giving it to you for free.
Cha-ching!
So maybe go drop him $1 or $2 over in the Patreon. Greatly help him out.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I do have a Patreon as well, too. And got some cool stuff coming over there very, very soon. So same deal. Little as $1 a month goes a long way.
Hey, it helps us out, guys. It keeps the dream alive, at least for now.
The American dream.
While YouTube is chasing us all around with dildos. All the wrestling channels are just
right in the face.
just chasing us, and we're running
It's
away.
never, and it's always like a floppy one, too. It's never like a stern, the shame.
Yeah. But, guys, we've had a great time. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be Bottom Rope over on Spreaker. We will see you there. I'll have Kevin and Joker with me tomorrow. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night.